A good day of Shabbos this week is Shabbos Parshas Eikev. We're also coming from Chof Av, the Hilula of Harav Levi Yitzchak, the Rebbe's father, who's known as Reb Leivik. In this week's Parsha, the Torah says, Hisham lecha pen tishkach es Hashem lekecha. Be careful in case you will forget Hashem. And then the pasuk later on says, V'zacharta es Hashem lekecha. You shall remember Hashem, your God. So forgetting is a distance from Hashem, and remembering is a closeness, an intimacy, and a consciousness of Hashem. This concept of forgetting has ramifications in halacha. And we find this with the mitzvah of shofar, that when Rosh Hashanah falls out on Shabbos, according to the Torah, one must blow the shofar to do the mitzvah. However, in later generations, in the time of the Amoraim, the Amoraim Rabbah was gozer, made a decree that you should not blow the shofar. Why? That you might forget that it's Shabbos, carry the shofar to the Chacham to learn how to blow, or to learn the halachas, whatever it may be, and through that break the Shabbos. And the Gemara continues, This is the reason of a lulav, that when Sukkot falls out on Shabbos, you don't perform the mitzvah of lulav, and so too with Purim, you don't read the Megillah on Shabbos. In other words, these three mitzvahs, which should be performed on Shabbos, even when Rosh Hashanah falls out of Shabbos, or Sukkot falls on Shabbos, and so forth, Shofar, Lulav, and Megillah, are no longer performed in later generations due to shikha, the possibility of forgetting, which is a distance. So Reb Leivik has a beautiful allusion that when you look at the three mitzvahs, Shofar, Lulav, and Megillah, there's a remez for this concept. And as he explains, the Sofer Tevis, the last letters of a word, represents the lower madrega, the lower level. The Rosh Tevis, the first letters of the word, represent a higher level. So the lower level is shikha, forgetting, which is Sofer Tevis, the last letters, and the first letters, the Rosh Tevis, represents the higher level, zikorin, memory and connection to Hashem. So let's look at the three mitzvahs, Shofar, Lulav, Megillah. The last letters of Shofar, Lulav, Megillah is Reish, Beis, Hey, spelling out Rabbah. Rabbah was the one who was goyz that due to shikha, forgetting, we no longer blow the shofar or bring the lulav or read the Megillah when the Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos. But when we look at the Rosh Tevis, the first letters, Shin, Lamed, Mem, it spells out Shalom, complete, full, representing the idea and alluding to the pasuk, Vayova Yaakov Shalom. Yaakov came in peace. He was complete in body. He wasn't harmed in financially, momen, but also b'teirasei. Shalom b'teirasei shloi shachach talmudu b'veis love. And Rashi points out, what does it mean to be complete in Torah? He didn't forget his Torah. There was no forgetting. There was only zikaron. As be'ezras Hashem, we should be zoicha. Vayova Yaakov Shalom, the Am Yisrael should come in peace, complete in guf, with nitzachen, and complete financially, b'momen, and also complete with our Torah. And then once again, with the Gula Shlema, we will perform the mitzvah of Shofar and Lulav and Megillah, even when the Yom Tov falls out on Shabbos. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos.